from our studios in the historic Brooks Mansion, located in Northeast Washington, D.C. This is Student Exposure.
DC is an ever-growing city, a melting pot made of numerous cultures, religions, races, and genders. Stonewall Sports is an LGBTQ sports league that helps bring these individuals together in an effort to promote socialization, play, and acceptance among these unique groups of people. Let's shine the spotlight on Stonewall Sports.
We started 3 years ago today with first having kickball as a sport. About 90 players joined, 6 teams, and then after that first season, Melvin came up with the next great idea, which is
Stonewall Bocce. So we were really inspired by what kickball was able to do for our community, and I was playing in another bocce league and just thought this is such an awesome concept, and let's see if we can recreate it for a different sport. So here we are now with 3 sports. We have Stonewall kickball, bocce, and darts. Bocce is a sport that is originally an Italian sport, and it has a very robust history that stems back even centuries. Originally played in Italy, and then as the immigration to America occurred with the Italian-American community, they brought the sport over. It has been part of the American culture for years. Essentially, it's a game that you are trying to beat other people who are an opposing team to the small ball, which is called a pallina. So you throw balls of your own team's colors to that ball, and whoever's closer at the end of the match ends up winning the entire game. It's a sport that we play on Thursday afternoon after work. Gives you the ability to unwind, hang out with your friends, really just take in the environment of Logan Circle, while at the same time playing a sport that you can just enjoy along the way.
sportsmanship is huge. It is for our leagues. I wouldn't say that the other leagues that, we don't call ourselves competitors with the other leagues, but I would say that we probably strive on sportsmanship-like attitudes, and we take it very seriously. We don't, allow anyone to bully each other, make fun of each other. The purpose of our leagues is fun before competitiveness.
I definitely think Stonewall Sports has improved the quality of life for all of our members, whether it's simply the elements of networking and the ability to make close friends, or whether it's moving to a new town and really getting involved in a community-based organization. Stonewall Sports brings a lot to the life of each player. Allies are a critical part of the Stonewall Bocce, Stonewall Kickball, and Stonewall Darts community. They very much are part of the world that we live in, and very much are individuals that help us just build a better sense of community here in DC.
Stonewall gets a lot of community support. After a few seasons, they had realized our charity and community give back that we were striving for, and has led us to do community service days around the community. We sponsor local activities like the 17th Street Festival, where we'll have a dunking booth. We've had beer gardens, any type of activities for the kids. We get involved in those types of events. This season we are going to do a movie night out on Stead Park with Capital Pride, which will be a community event, and it's free to the public. So we get a lot of involvement and a lot of support through the city.
The team names is one of the best parts about Stonewall Bocce, much less about Stonewall Sports. Teams get really creative, and each team discusses amongst themselves how to form their team name. We end up with pretty amazing, fantastic results. This season in Bocce, we have teams that are named Debauchery and Blurred Lines, and we have some historical team names that kind of draw upon the history of the LGBTQ community and our love for movies, such as My Colors Are Blush and Bocce.
What would I like the community to know about Stonewall Sports is that we're growing season after season. We're planning to add more leagues under the umbrella of Stonewall Sports, hopefully dodgeball by next year. but we are here to support the community, and that's our main effort, and also to provide a fun and safe environment for everyone.
Interesting story. Great perspective on. Joining us to discuss this segment is DCTV student producer Camille Jefferson. Welcome to Student Exposure.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It looked like they had a lot of fun there. What kind of games, sports do they have in the league?
Right now there's kickball, which there are about 1,200 participants, 800 on Thursdays and 400 on Sundays. They have darts, I think about 200 people, and then there is bocce, 400.
Okay, so you heard about a lot of the positive and the fun that they do. Did the founders talk about any of the things that they went through in starting this league? Any kind of discrimination stories?
They did. Martin expressed how they actually, a lot of uncomfortable or homophobic comments were made during their play in the larger straight leagues. And so there wasn't the same amount of respect or maturity there. He eventually decided to start their own league, and where everyone felt comfortable and accepted the whole time.
Okay, so from spectators and competitive, the straight leagues.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, how can one get involved?
Well, there's registration twice a year. In August, there's registration for the fall. In February and March, there's registration for the spring league. You can go to stonewallsports.org and set up a profile, and after that, they will contact you. You can register as a free agent or as a team.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you, Camille, for joining us, and thank you for sharing the story.
Thank you.
Stonewall Sports believes every person should have the ability to feel comfortable being oneself in organized sports. You can volunteer or learn about the organization. Visit stonewallsports.org.
You're watching DC, your community media center.